Today we're bringing back 10 vintage side dishes that honestly deserve a comeback.
We used to see these dishes around all the time, so maybe we got a little bit tired of them, but we want them back. Before we get started today, I sent a little gift to Laura that I want her to open.
Our show doesn't usually start this way, but I do love presents, so let's open it. Oh, it's an apron. Nice, I needed one of these. Oh, cute. Our catchphrase. This is great.
If you spend any time watching us, you have probably noticed that Laura gets something on her shirt just about every time we cook.
Thanks, Angie. This is gonna make my laundry so much easier.
And I got one for myself too. Sisters, stick together. I'm gonna start off today with this classic green pea salad with bacon and cheese. Now I'm making this one today because Laura does not like peas, but I'm gonna prove to her that fresh peas can be amazing. This one is so much better than you remember. First, let's make the dressing. So grab your jar. You need 2 tablespoons of sour cream, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, half a teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of white vinegar, a 1/4 teaspoon each of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Shake it up until it's smooth. Then we're gonna give it a little taste. This is the time you can adjust the seasoning. Change the salt or the vinegar depending on how tangy you want it. Pretty good. Now let's get the salad mixed up. In a bowl, add 10 ounces of fresh peas, 3 slices of crumbled bacon, a 1/4 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, and 2 tablespoons of finely diced red onion. We're gonna pour on the dressing and then stir gently to coat. We don't wanna smash those peas, we just wanna get them coated. You're gonna cover and refrigerate for at least 2 hours. This is definitely one of those salads that gets better as it sits. By the way, if you're looking for the list of ingredients or the full recipe, it's in a link down below in the description. Or you could go to our website, A Food Lover's Kitchen, that has so many great recipes for you to try. You'll see why we brought this pea salad back. It's so bright and vibrant. Even Laura's gonna like it.
I'm making a 7-layer salad, and if you're wondering where the magic happens in this recipe, it's definitely the bowl. This salad is all about the beautiful layers. Start with 1 small head of chopped iceberg lettuce in the bottom of a straight-sided glass bowl. The glass really shows off the layers. Next, place slices of 3 hard-boiled eggs around the edge. You can put any leftovers in the center. Now for the bacon layer. I've got about 4 slices of crumbled bacon. Save a little for garnish later. Add 1 cup of sliced cherry tomatoes around the edge, like you did the eggs, and then put the rest of those in the middle too. Now sprinkle on 2 tablespoons of red onions and a 1/2 cup of shredded cheddar. Again, save a little bit of that cheese for the top. If you have any leftover eggs or lettuce or cheese or anything, put that right in the middle so that it evens up to the top. And now let's mix up our dressing. Grab a jar. Combine 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 1/4 cup of sour cream, 2 teaspoons of dry ranch seasoning, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and about 2 teaspoons of water. Shake it until it's smooth. Pour the dressing evenly over the top, but leave a little room of tomatoes around the edge. Then garnish the top with the remaining bacon, cheese, and some green onions. Isn't it beautiful? Now you can cover it. Hopefully your bowl has a lid or just some saran wrap, and stick this in the fridge for up to 4 hours. All mixed up, it's like a tossed salad. You could even put some turkey in there and make it like a Cobb salad. It's gorgeous. I think this is perfect for a picnic.
This Amish pasta salad used to be at every picnic or outdoor party. It's crunchy, creamy, and definitely needs to make a comeback. Cook 8 ounces of elbow macaroni until al dente. When it's done, drain it and rinse it with cold water. That stops the cooking and keeps it from getting mushy. Now let's mix up the dressing, so grab your jar. Combine 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of pickle relish, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard, 1 tablespoon of white vinegar, 1/4 teaspoon celery seed, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in a jar. You want to shake it until it's smooth. Then we're going to put this salad together. To your bowl, add the cooled pasta, 2 chopped hard-boiled eggs, 2 tablespoons of onion, 1 stalk of celery, and 1 small red pepper. Gently fold all of that together so it's nice and mixed. Then pour over the dressing. And fold it again until everything is evenly coated. You don't want to overdo it, just get everything mixed. Now just cover and refrigerate for at least 2 hours before you serve it. I like to add a sprinkle of fresh black pepper and some chives for color.
A great way to bring freshness and crunch to the party is with a chicken Waldorf salad. When was the last time you had one of these? I can't even remember. So we're just gonna start by chopping up a bunch of veggies. We're doing some celery, an apple. I'm using a Honeycrisp apple because I really love these. Granny Smith is also a pretty typical apple that you'll see in this salad. And we're gonna do half a cup of grapes. You can do red or green, whatever you like. Just take them off the stems and we're gonna half them. Now let's mix the dressing. Grab a jar. You need 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons Greek yogurt, 1/2 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon of honey, and 4 teaspoons each of salt and pepper. And let's just give it a quick taste and make sure it's how we want it to be. Perfect. In a large bowl, combine a cup of chopped apples, a cup of shredded cooked chicken, 1/2 cup of chopped celery, 1/2 cup of halved grapes, and 1/4 cup of toasted walnuts. Pour the dressing over the top. And just gently fold everything together with a spoon or spatula. All right, the only thing left to do is add a few bacon bits. This isn't part of the original salad, but I just think it's really good on there. Just a few, not too many. You want to serve this salad right away so that everything stays nice and crisp. And if not, hold back the dressing until you're ready to serve it. Then it will be the best salad it can be. Yum. Everything's so crisp. The grapes and apples add a little sweetness, and the celery is so savory. This is a fantastic salad.
A comfort food classic, cornbread casserole. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and butter an 8x8 baking a dish. In a large bowl, mix 2/3 cup melted butter, 1 cup of sour cream, 1 can of creamed corn, and an egg. Add 1 8.5-ounce box of corn muffin mix and 1 teaspoon of salt. Then stir it until it's smooth. Add in 1 can of whole kernel corn and about 1/2 cup of the shredded pepper jack cheese. Now just pour this into your prepared baking sheet and sprinkle the rest of the shredded cheese on top. Bake it for 35 to 40 minutes until the center is set and the top is golden brown. Top it with chopped chives and drizzle with hot honey if you want a sweet, spicy kick. This is such a great use of hot honey. You've got to give this a try. I'm sure you've heard of Cowboy Caviar before. This dip has been around for a long time. What I love most about it is it's not a creamy dip. It's more like salsa. And you're gonna love how quick it is to make. In a large bowl, combine 3 finely diced Roma tomatoes, a 1/3 cup diced red onion, 1 can of black beans, 1 can of black-eyed peas, 1 can of corn, 1 diced bell pepper, any color, 1 finely diced jalapeno, and a 1/4 cup chopped cilantro. Then toss it all together. Now, let's mix up the dressing. Combine 1/3 cup olive oil, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon salt and pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder. Now, you just have to shake it all up. Pour the dressing over the top and toss it to coat. And that's it. It's as easy as chopping a few veggies and opening a few cans. Takes 10 minutes max. How can something so light and refreshing have such massive flavor going on? Seriously, I think this is one of the most addictive dips I've ever had.
Angie says I've been making all the dill pickle recipes lately. I don't apologize. I love pickles and I will use any chance I can to eat them. Set aside your regular boring pasta salad and give this dill pickle version a try. You're gonna love it. Start out by cooking 3 cups of rotini according to the package directions. Then drain it and rinse it with cold water to stop the cooking and chill it down for the salad. In a large bowl, combine the pasta with 4 ounces of cubed sharp cheddar, ½ cup sliced mini dill pickles, and about 2 tablespoons of chopped red onion. Now let's mix up the dressing. Grab a jar. Add ½ cup of mayo, 1/3 cup of sour cream, 2 tablespoons pickle juice, ½ tablespoon chopped fresh dill, and 1/4 teaspoon each of salt and pepper. Shake it up until it's nice and smooth. Now we're just gonna pour it over our salad. This looks so creamy and delicious. Mix it all up to get it coated. Now the salad needs to chill for about 2 hours in the fridge so that all those flavors can meld together and make magic. But I'm gonna give it a try now just to see. Yeah, those pickles are so good in this. They add a tang and a crunch. So good. I mean, how good does that look?
This green bean salad with feta, tomatoes, and chickpeas is such a fresh and delicious side dish, especially in the summer. Start by blanching the green beans for a few minutes in boiling water. Then transfer them right into an ice bath to cool. While the beans are cooling, we need to mix up our dressing. And I've got my trusty jar for that. The dressing is olive oil, lemon juice, red wine vinegar, garlic, Dijon, salt and pepper. Then shake that all up. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the fridge just for a few minutes. All right, the green beans are cool, crisp, and dry. They're ready to go into a bowl with the cherry tomatoes and the chickpeas. By the way, these chickpeas are shelled, which is optional, but makes the texture so much better. Pour on that lemony dressing and give everything a good toss. I'm also adding in some feta and mixing the salad just enough to coat it. I'm finishing it off with a bunch of fresh dill. This is one of those herbs people either love or hate, but I think it makes this salad really pop. Well, this is pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna sprinkle it with some flake salt and a little black pepper. It's really best eaten right away. The beans are crunchy and the dressing is tangy and ties it all together.
Next up, we have some really tasty pickle and ham rolls. Don't shake your head at these until you try them. These used to be a party staple, especially at potlucks. They'd turn up on every party spread. But it's been a decade or more since then, so we're bringing them back. These could not be easier to make, but be sure to pull the cream cheese out of the fridge 30 minutes before you get started so that it can spread easily. You just need to spread out your ham slices, then spread about 4 ounces of cream cheese evenly on the ham slices in a thin, even layer. Pop a pickle spear or a full round pickle sometimes works best on there, and then roll them up tight. You can use toothpicks to hold them together if you need to, and then slice them into 1-inch pieces. If you can keep from eating these all right away, you can store them in the fridge for a couple of days. Now this one you might not have ever seen before. It's an old-fashioned cornbread salad. It's packed with flavor. We've got tomatoes, corn, beans, red peppers, and of course that cornbread. In a small bowl, mix together ½ cup of mayonnaise, ½ cup of sour cream, a tablespoon of dry ranch seasoning, and a tablespoon of water, and stir it together until it's smooth and creamy. Set this dressing aside for later. This is what brings it all together. And let's start making that salad. In a large bowl, combine 2 chopped Roma tomatoes, a small diced red pepper, a cup of sweet corn, a cup of pinto beans, and 4 diced green onions. Give it a good mix so that everything is evenly distributed. Scoop out about a cup of the veggies. We're gonna put this on the salad at the end and it's gonna make everything look fresh and colorful. Now grab your cornbread. This is just a simple boxed mix. I've already baked it and it's cooled. Crumble it up into bite-sized pieces. Not too small, you still want some texture. Let's start layering. In a glass serving dish, add half of the crumbled cornbread on the bottom. This is going to soak up all that flavor. Next, add half of the vegetable mix right on top. Spread it out evenly so you get a little bit of everything in each bite. Sprinkle on half of the crumbled bacon, that's about 2 strips, and half of the shredded cheddar cheese, it's about a half a cup. This is where that smoky, savory flavor really starts to build. Now we're going to spread on about half of the dressing. Don't worry about making this look perfect, just gently smooth it out over the top. And now we're going to repeat all of that one more time. Finish with the rest of the dressing spread over the top. Take that reserved vegetable mixture and sprinkle it on the top for a fresh, colorful finish. And a little extra cheese if you want, it never hurts. Oh, look at that masterpiece, and here is the hard part. We're gonna have to cover it and let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. This resting time is really necessary because it allows the flavors to kind of soak down and get in there without becoming soggy. And all those flavors are gonna meld together and make something wonderful. When you're ready to serve, just scoop straight down to get all those layers in one bite. It's unexpected, but amazing.
Okay, I kind of forgot how good these vintage salads are.
Same, I'm definitely adding them to my rotation. Now you should start watching our barbecue side dishes video with 15 more side dishes that nobody ever thinks to make.